too mad. Who had thought? I mean, the Emmys, who had thought? I had not even, like, it wasn't in my radar of thought कि चलो एक दिन ना Emmys में nomination चाहिए. मैं nominations में ही बड़ी खुश हूँ. मुझे आगे कोई आस भी नहीं लगानी. I'm fine, whatever. Like, I have won, even if whatever the results, and I'm happy with nominations. For me, that is a massive win. I think one of the most amazing things about her is, like, she doesn't know she's Michelle Obama. That's how normal she is. And then there are these people who again believe कि कुछ भी करके famous हो जाते, तो उनका perception मुझे change करना भी नहीं. They don't matter honestly to me. कि कोई बात नहीं, आपको जैसे लगता है वैसा लगते रहे, because I know my audience, and we all as creators, I've been doing this for over 6 years now.
Prajakta, congratulations for the big nomination. I mean, your project under the 2020 Creators for Change YouTube Original Documentary, that's where your project has been nominated for the 48th Daytime Emmy. I mean, like, this is massive news for all your fans, Prajakta. What?
It is massive news for me. It is just so unbelievable. I had not expected any of this to happen at all. And I remember when I saw the news and I got a message. So Tembi, there was Liza, me and Tembi in the documentary with Mrs. Obama. So Tembi messaged me saying, bro, this is happening? And I was like, what? It was quite mad.
No, has the feeling now sunk in? Was it a gush of emotions, or you completely went numb, when the news broke?
Honestly, I don't think it's ever going to sink in, any of this. I mean, it's just too mad. Who had thought? I mean, the Emmys, who had thought? I had not even, like, it wasn't in my radar of thought कि चलो एक दिन ना Emmys में nomination चाहिए. So it's things that you cannot fathom. I don't know how to let that sink in. I mean, I'm just in complete awe. I'm very overwhelmed, and I don't know if it's ever going to sink in.
All right. So what were the first 4 words, that came from Prajakta? Was it like, need to calm down? Because this is exactly what you said when you met Michelle.
I think when I found out about the nomination, my first reaction was, oh my God, the team needs to know this. So I immediately took a screenshot and I sent it on our WhatsApp group because I was like, I need to share this. That was the first thought. But I think one of the very first emotions I felt was, I think I was definitely overwhelmed, and I was just so grateful that, I get to live a life like this, that it's like I woke up today and I found out my film got nominated for an Emmy. That's crazy.
Right. Now, Prajakta, when we talk about Michelle, we know that she continues to inspire several people with her confidence, with her ability to speak out, and, to discuss issues that are really important, whether as, lawyer, as a community activist, or as a human rights advocate. I mean, she's a star in her own right, and she defines herself rather than, being defined by what others think of her. So what were the biggest learnings for you, through this collaboration with Michelle Obama?
I think one of the most amazing things about her is, like, she doesn't know she's Michelle Obama. That's how normal she is.
Okay.
That is how absolutely relatable, normal she is. I mean, when we sat down and we were all having tea, for the first few minutes, like, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, I'm having tea with Michelle Obama. But very soon, when we started talking and sharing and discussing things that mattered to us, we realized that it's just a bunch of girls sitting down talking about their life and sharing experiences. And that is so beautiful, but at the same time, so novel. Because you would not expect a person like Michelle Obama to sit with you and make you feel so comfortable, where you don't lose your shit because you're sitting with her. I think that was one of the most wonderful things about her. She was warm, she was sweet, she was relatable, she was so much like you and me, but at the same time so different and so much herself. I think that combination or that contrast in one personality is what sort of blew my mind away.
Right, right. And this documentary, in fact, delves deeper into the experiences of adolescent girls in India, in Namibia, and Vietnam. And
Yeah,
it also talks about the journey in the difficulties that they combat
yeah.
to pursue education. Now, how did this entire idea sort of originate? I mean, how did it come to you? How did it reach you?
So this was YouTube and
Hmm.
Michelle Obama and the Obama Foundation's brainchild. I remember when we got an email in the December of 2019, I think, saying, "Hey, YouTube original," and I just finished shooting my YouTube original, which was about to release next month. And I remember getting another YouTube originals mail, and I was like, "What is this?" And turns out it was from YouTube US. And they were like, "Hey, okay, so we are doing this documentary with Mrs. Obama, and we have this thing where we want India and Namibia and Vietnam to be a part of it. And would you like to be a part of it from India?" And I was just like, "What is this question? Like, why is this? Why is there a question mark? Just tell me to thank my lucky stars that you thought of me, and that is all that matters." But that's how it came to me. And at first, I was very clueless. I was like, "Okay, we're working around girls' education," but again, girls' education as a topic is so vastly discussed already when it comes to content, but the way they treated it, I think, was beautiful, where it was really more real. It was just talking about stories that are, because honestly, even as a viewer, I'm so bored of seeing statistics कि इतने परसेंटेज लोग पढ़ाई किए हुए हैं, इतने उसमें से इतने परसेंटेज लड़कियां हैं, और इस शहर में इतना, इस गांव में इतना. I was like, I get it, I know, but I want to hear real stories. And I think that is what came beautifully well through this documentary, where we had real girls and boys speaking about girls' education, speaking about how their lives have changed, speaking about their everyday life, which just sort of makes this whole discussion very relatable and very easy to understand. I think that was the most beautiful thing about it for me.
Right, right. Films like these, around such thought-provoking issues definitely create a lot of buzz. But do you think they really play an instrumental role in bringing about the change at the grassroots level? I mean, do you think this would really change the condition that girls in India face when it comes to education?
Honestly, I think there are some wonderful organizations that are doing great work at a grassroots level. I think, there are some things that you can't change. Like, you cannot change the fact that there are some regions in our country where you don't have internet. So you're obviously not going to be able to reach those places via the internet. But empowering organizations that are doing this work, which reaches places that everyone else can't reach, I think is sort of like, a push that is in our control. Isliye, sometimes you're right. There are conversations that don't reach people directly, but I am sure it has a domino effect on it in some other way, some way or the other. Because, when conversations get starting, one person talks to another, one person shares it with another, and you never know where it can reach. So I think I'm very grateful to the internet for having a platform where you can make these conversations that can then ripple down to grassroots level change. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, do you see this, as a turning point in your career? I mean, it's a huge recognition, of your efforts. And do you think this will also change the perception कि कुछ भी करके famous हो जाते हैं आजकल तो YouTubers? I mean, that's still the common perception about YouTubers and digital content.
But that's the thing. I don't want to change that, because people who say that are not YouTube viewers, or they don't know the sort of work that YouTubers, content creators do. They don't know the sort of hard work that sort of goes through it. They don't see the years that have gone into it, because I know my YouTube audience. I know people who watch YouTube, and there is a whole parallel universe of audience who love and support us for so many of our things, and they are the reason why we are here. And then there are these people who again believe कि कुछ भी करके famous हो जाते, तो उनका perception मुझे change करना भी नहीं. They don't matter honestly to me. कि कोई बात नहीं, आपको जैसे लगता है वैसा लगते रहे, because I know my audience, and we all as creators, I've been doing this for over 6 years now, and I know who I'm talking to, who's listening to me. But it is definitely a major turning point. I mean, this is a whole different league. I did not see this happening. It is happening. Now I need to find out a way to process this. But I'm very, very grateful that I get to be in a position where I get to have a conversation like this with you.
And we're happy that, we will have Prajakta Kohli, the Desi girl that we love, and she would not really change despite all the achievements, that she would have up her sleeve. Is that correct?
I mean, I know, I'll tell you what, I know that the only reason I have what I have is because of how I've been online, or how my content has been, or how I as a person have been working with my team, and I feel like if I lose that, then I have a chance of losing everything else. So
Right.
and I have a team that keeps me grounded, gives me reality slaps every now and then अगर मैं जरा से भी बदतमीज हो जाऊँ तो, so I'm not worried about it.
And let's come to the next much talked about achievement of yours, Prajakta. It's Khayali Pulao, your much talked about film, which will now be also shown at the New York India Film Festival. Tell us something about that. That's a huge showcase of your talent again.
Thank you so much. Yes, Khayali Pulao again, one of my most special projects. I remember we shot that also in 2019. It's crazy. Both projects were sort of in 2019. So in 2019 is when we shot Khayali Pulao. We had the story. Tarun Dudeja, who's our director and writer, he sort of had written it. He had spoken to us about it, and then for a couple of months nothing happened because I started shooting with Netflix for Mismatched. And then suddenly things got into motion, and I was like, okay, great. You know what? Let's do this. And again, one of the most beautiful stories I've heard in a while. I remember when I read Asha for the first time, I had tears in my eyes. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to ever be a 17-year-old Haryanvi girl, but I want to do it. I want to be Asha and I want to do it. Again, so wonderful that something like that has reached the New York Indian Film Festival. When we got an email from them, I was just like, the fact that you watched it, even to consider me as a nomination is a massive win in my life. So thank you so much for that. But we're very excited. And for me, and I'm not saying this to sound cool, I honestly believe that मैं nominations में ही बड़ी खुश हूँ. मुझे आगे कोई आस भी नहीं लगानी. I'm fine, whatever. Like I have won, even if whatever the results, and I'm happy with nominations. For me, that is a massive win.